All right, I'm pretty excited because I'm gonna get ready to start welding on the bed rack. You can see this is one of the bars that I got ready. It's roughly gonna be in this position, but first I want to weld the bar that goes on this side because I wanted a certain distance away from the cab, and the reason being is because of the tent and how I want it to sit, and how I guess the tent isn't perfectly square once you fold it up and put the cover on. So kind of what it does is, let's say the edge of the tent's right here, kind of bulges out a little bit and then comes back. So that's why I want it about 3 inches or so away from the cabin. So this bar is going to determine where this bar sits. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on positioning this bar, but like I said, on that side of the bed, and then I can start tacking and I guess start tacking and fitting up the new bed rack. Pretty excited. All right, so just finished getting everything kind of mocked up in place. Everything's just tack welded. So here's the first look of the bed rack, and sadly it's kind of dark out here, but I guess you can kind of get an idea what it's gonna look like. So ideally I wanted the bottom of this pipe to be just above the window, but it's probably maybe 2 inches taller, which is fine because I did not want to readjust these bars anymore. So I went ahead and just went with it. But it's kind of cool. It's level with the cab, so that's kind of another height that I would like, that I would have gone with if I didn't want to go just below the cabin. So anyways, I'm going to continue getting everything welded in place, and I'm pretty excited. Really digging the look.
Not because I welded it shut.
Well, I mean, I was still planning on cutting this, whatever I don't need. Yeah. But that's gonna be a later date, and in order to like fully weld that, I need to take these bars off, which are now welded in. Yeah, it looks badass. So
much better.
Just weld it. Like I said before, the plan for this rack was gonna change every day. And not that these bars are completely welded in place now, because this is welded to this angle iron. This angle iron is all one piece, which is welded to this, and I welded the bars in place, which is like a little pipe protruding right here. That's why the bolt's there. Well, I mean, I was planning to cut these angle irons, remove whatever I did not need, but that wasn't until later till I like finalize all the attachments, the spare tire mount and everything. But in order to fully weld the little like pipe stud, or there's a little piece of pipe right here that goes about this far into this other pipe, and it's bolted. That's why these bolts are here. But in order to remove this, I can fully weld that, I need to cut this. And I don't want to cut this until I find out whatever other attachments I want to put, because I don't want to weld to the bed. I'd rather weld to this angle iron. And well, just to get straight to the point, I've changed the plan, and I'm gonna take these bolts out, and I'm just gonna weld this pipe in place. Simple. Okay, so I'm back at it on the bed rack. We're done painting all the mini trucks, as you saw that. Turned out great. Kind of don't want to off-road it now because it looks so good, but at the same time, you know, there's dents and I didn't do any body work, and it's gonna get scratched up, and that's okay because Jack can repaint it again. Honestly, it came out a little bit better. He's been working, practicing every truck or vehicle he does, and it came out a little bit better than the Land Cruiser. I'm a little bit jealous. And that one I spent a lot of time on body work and everything. But anyways, I'm back. That's done with. I'm back working on the bed rack, and this is where I'm at. So you can see the, I guess, the outline of the bed rack. I think I showed that in the last video. And where I'm at, actually, I just finished welding in these gussets. I have a couple of smaller other gussets that I need to weld in the back, but this is the main one. This is the front part of the bed rack. So I feel this is the part that's gonna feel the most moment, I guess, on this arm. The moment from the wind hitting on the tent. So that one has bigger gussets. And where I'm at right now is I just finished cutting this C channel, and you can see my hack job I did here. I was trying to make it as round as possible, but with the yeah, anyways, but it works out fine. It's right where I want it. So you can see here it's gonna be pretty flush with this bar. I have to do a little bit of adjustment, for example, like that, but I think that's pretty good. And then on this side, it's pretty flush, so I can't complain. And basically, I'll get this tacked in. So I'll do 2 racks or 2 cross beams, and then I'll measure out where the tent should be. And then from there, depending on how much space I have it written down. But once I see it in person, how much space I'm gonna have, then I'll determine how many more C-channel cross beams I want to do. I might just do 2, and then maybe some, like, I don't know what you call it, like perforated metal, just to kind of like perforated metal just to like create a surface to put stuff on top. But I really don't know what I want to put up here. I was thinking the spare tire, but I have another location for that. And based on the measurements, if I do the spare tire, it's going to be sticking out like, I don't know, 6 to 10 inches or so. So I don't think I'll like that. And that'll be like the end of the bed is about right here. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to continue working on this and hopefully get it done, because I think 2 weeks from now, not this weekend, but next weekend, we'll be going out to Hidden Falls, which is right outside Marble Falls, which is right outside Austin, Texas, and finally gonna be testing out the truck there, and also be heading out to Hidden Falls for the first time. It's pretty fun. I've seen a lot of people go out there, and I've been wanting to go out there for a while. Just haven't had the time, but now is gonna be the time, so that should be a lot of fun. Anyways, I'm gonna continue working on this. The rack is painted and it looks super good. Here it is. So what I did is I did a layer of pour, and then after I did pour, I did a top coat because pour is kind of sensitive to UV lighting, UV rays. And yeah, it looks really good. I was gonna go with a flat black. Once again, I listened to Jack and he said to go with a gloss, and yeah, I guess gloss is all right. Doesn't really matter. So just to explain my theory behind the rack and the rails that I did, basically the reason there's a gap, a big gap between here, is because the bolting that's already, I guess the bolt pattern that's already on the tent will fit right here. The tent will be, the front of the tent will be right here. The bolting should be in the center line of this C-channel. And then I didn't put anything in between because I didn't think I needed support there, because I got support basically one support there, one support there, support here and there. And then on the Tacoma, I really only had 2 supports, so I already have more support and I think it should be fine. And then the second part of the bolt should line up in the center of this C-channel. And then I have the tent ending about right here, and then the fluff from the tent, which I guess I can show you a little bit later. And then like me having to stick my hand between this right here to get the zipper on for the cover of the tent, so I move this a little bit further back. And the plan here is I'm not completely done with the tent, but I'm gonna go off-roading this weekend, so I wanted to get somewhat done. But the plan here is maybe somewhere about right here, start a basket, and that'll go across that way, so I have some support here for the basket. And I didn't want the basket too close to the tent because I need space to get my arm in to close the zipper for the top of the tent. So that's the reasoning for this layout. And might look a little bit weird, but once I get the tent on there and the basket, it should look fine. So anyways, we're about to get it on, and we'll get it bolted onto the truck. Okay, so here's the first look of the truck with the new bed rack. I think it looks pretty good. So there's still a little bit more that I want to do. I just wanted to get this done for now to hold the tent, because I am going off-roading this weekend. So like I said, there's still a little bit more to do, and that includes a spare tire mount on that side. A couple of other these kind of like these D-rings on the outside right here, and that would be for like a hammock or just to hang something. Might do another one on this side. You can see the channels that are in place. Put the toolbox back in. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for now. Bed rack is pretty much like 95% complete, and I hope you all enjoyed and liked the design. And yeah, we'll check y'all later.